What is up, budget billers? My name is Trill, and things are heating up in Washington right now, and I mean literally. The Democrats are gonna have a really tough time in trying to pass this massive $3.5 trillion stimulus bill as they continue to deal with the one progressive who doesn't want to support it. If you guessed it, you're right, Joe Manchin. You are correct. Joe Manchin is being very vocal about his opposition to the bill, and on Sunday, he told Dana Bash on CNN that he will not vote for the $3.5 trillion resolution bill. This is very important as the Democrats need all 50 votes in order to get this thing passed. And it appears that Joe Manchin holds the key for them to succeed. Now, I will say Manchin does have a good reason as to why he thinks he will not support this bill. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. Also, we want to discuss the Democrats' plan on moving forward without Joe Manchin and how they feel strongly that they can get this thing done without him. Now, in addition to that, we have some daily news bites that I want to share with you today as well. Now, those are just some of the topics that we are going to cover today, but if this is your first time to the channel, hey, welcome and glad to have you. On this channel, we talk about finance, real estate, credit cards, Bitcoin and crypto, and stimulus update news. So, if you're interested in any of those, go ahead and hit the subscribe button for me. That way you can join our community. Also, if you end up liking the content in this video or even laughing at one of my jokes, then be sure to like this video. Other than that, guys, hey, let's go ahead and jump right into the video. Okay guys, Joe Manchin is at it again, but this time even stronger than before. Manchin was on CNN on Sunday where he told Dana Bash that he will not vote for the $3.5 trillion bill. This is a huge blow for the other Democrats that are in favor of this bill because they know how much they need Joe Manchin to support this bill, and without his support, these efforts could fall short. Joe Manchin believes that the government has already done an awful lot and doesn't see the urgency of needing to support such a massive amount of money right now. He believes that they need to wait a little bit longer to see how the pandemic plays out and if the unemployment rate can improve before we give out more money to the American people. He said the government has already spent about $5.4 trillion, and he just doesn't know if throwing more money at the issue again is going to solve any more problems. He said we still have 11 million jobs that aren't filled right now, and we have 8 million people that are still unemployed. We have an issue with inflation right now in pretty much every state, and we have to see how these evictions are going to play out around the country, and many other things. But he said his biggest holdup right now is the urgency of this bill. He just doesn't see one at this time. Now, in Manchin's defense, which let me be clear, I don't totally agree with him, but he did say that he can't support a bill with his vote without knowing specifically what the money is going to be used for. He said the Democrats are still drafting the bill right now, and hopefully we will know very soon on what the money is going to be used for. Now, Nancy Pelosi stated that the draft of this bill should be completed around September the 15th, which is at the end of this week. So perhaps once that information gets released, then Manchin will have a clear idea of exactly what the money will be used for. But even then, guys, there will be other things that will need to be negotiated on with the progressives in their party. So Manchin has made it clear that he doesn't see an urgency of passing this type of bill with this type of money right now. Maybe later, but not right now, guys. We still need to wait to see how everything is going to play out, is what Joe Manchin said. Now, even though Joe Manchin has been clear that the Democrats does not have his vote right now to support this bill, the Senate Majority Leader, Chuck Schumer, said that they are moving forward full speed ahead with this bill. And when Dana Bash told that to Joe Manchin on CNN on Sunday, Manchin said, Chuck will not have my vote on the $3.5 trillion, and Chuck already knows that. He said that they have already talked about this issue. So obviously they are not on the same page as of now. Chuck Schumer said their goal is to finish this bill this month. Now, don't forget that Manchin is not the only one that has some concerns around this bill. His counterpart, Senator Christine Sinema, has also voiced her concerns surrounding the price tag of this bill. But as of lately, she has been pretty quiet on the progress of this bill. Now, during a press conference on Wednesday, Schumer addressed the differences between the House Democrats and the Senate Democrats, saying that the ultimate goal is to have a joint proposal that can pass both the House and the Senate, and to include support from the White House. And as far as Manchin not supporting the bill and saying that he will not vote for it, Schumer's response to that was, in reconciliation, we're all going to come together to get something big done, adding that every part of the Biden plan will be accomplished. So it doesn't sound like Chuck Schumer is worried about the responses from Joe Manchin right now. Maybe he knows something that we don't know, or just perhaps this is just how politics works. But Bernie Sanders also chimed in the fact that Manchin is in opposition of this bill. Sanders said, not supporting Biden's spending package is not acceptable. He told Dana Bash on Sunday that Senator Joe Manchin preferring $1 trillion to $1.5 trillion for the reconciliation bill is absolutely not acceptable. He said, many of us made a major compromise in going from the $6 trillion bill that they wanted down to the $3.5 trillion bill. So yes, Bernie is saying that we have already compromised on the price tag of this bill because of Joe Manchin. And for him to change his mind after the fact, it's just not acceptable. So the Democrats are not looking good right now, but things may change once the draft of this bill is released later this week. Manchin could have a change of tune as he finally can see exactly what the money is to be used for. But in the meantime, I will keep you guys posted as usual. And now on to a little bit of daily news bites. A hospital in upstate New York has decided to stop delivering babies later this month. This happened after 30 staffers quit in protest of the facility's COVID-19 vaccine mandate. The Lewis County Health System CEO said that the hospital will be unable to safely staff its maternity department beginning September the 25th. The number of resignations received leaves us no choice but to pause delivering babies at this hospital. Also, if you guys remember last month where Delta Airlines announced that they would start charging a $200 monthly surcharge for unvaccinated employees. Well, since then, about 20% of the unvaccinated employees have gotten vaccinated, which is about 4,000 people. As a disclaimer, this could be because of the vaccine was finally approved by the FDA, but we just don't know, guys. And lastly, there is another storm called Nicholas in the Gulf of Mexico that's headed towards Texas and could end up in Louisiana, as if they need any more rain right now. As far as the power goes in Louisiana, 75% of the power outages have been restored. Anyways, guys, hey, this is going to be an interesting week so far, as we could finally see a draft of the social spending bill. We could also see whether the Social Security recipients are going to receive a boost in benefits that is well overdue. Now, other than that, hey, this has been another fourth stimulus check update for today. If you enjoyed any of this information or found it to be useful, be sure to hit the like button for us. It definitely helps out a lot, and it also tells YouTube to share this video with others. And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button for me so that you can be a part of this community, and hit the notification bell to be notified of each new video. Again, as always, hey, I appreciate you guys stopping by and watching, and I hope to see you on the next video. Peace.